Hey beauties, it's midsummer right now in Florida. It is so hot, it's so humid, and I've been struggling to get my makeup to last long. So I've been testing out a new strategy on how I can make it throughout the whole day and my makeup doesn't break down. So I'm sharing some tips with you. If you're new, subscribe. Don't forget to give me a like, all that fun stuff. And if you want to know what I do to get some sweat-proof makeup, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start out by prepping my skin. So I'm taking the Tacha Dewy Silk Mist and I'm just going to spray about 3 pumps onto my face. It helps my makeup stick. And then what I'm going to go in with is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. And I'm going to put this on the areas of my face that get extremely dry. And the reason why I do this step is because yes, I'm doing sweat-proof makeup, but however, I still want to take care of the spots that still suffer from dryness. And I don't want to overly dry them out because I have dry areas on my skin by putting so many matte products on my face. So I'm just going to take this in the areas that I know are extremely dry, and I'm just going to put that there. And I like how tacky it gets right away, which is why I like to use this product. The next thing I'm going to go in and I'm going to take my Tacha Silk Canvas Primer, and I like this primer. It's very mattifying. So what I like to do is I like to take this primer and I put it in the areas of my face that I know break down makeup easily. So like in my T-zone, that's where I'm going to just focus this product. After taking the Tacha Silk Canvas Primer, I like to go in with the Lauder Mercier translucent powder, and this is in the shade Deep. I'm going to take a brush, not a sponge, but a brush, and I'm going to put this on top of the areas where I want my face to stay matte throughout the day. So it's like I'm using this as a way to set my makeup in place for a long-lasting finish. Now you want to use a good foundation that will, for one, wow, I look crazy. Don't mind me right now. I look so crazy. So I'm going to be using a foundation that I know works super well with humidity and really holding your makeup together. So again, using the tip less is more, I'm going to be going in with the Este Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is in the shade Deep Spice. I only use this foundation during the summertime because it really holds your makeup. So I pour a little bit, because this one that I have doesn't have a pump on it. I pour a little bit of this on the back of my hand. Not a whole lot. I think this is about a good size enough, like the size of like a dime. This is perfect. And as I mentioned, I only wear this foundation during the summertime, and I honestly have not worn this since last summer, and this looks so good. Then I'm going to go on top of it. I'm going to be using concealer. I really like the Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Mocha. Again, I'm not using a whole lot of product, just enough to give me that hydrating, or to give me that nice defined highlight, but it's not overpowering. And to set it into place, I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder. And so I'm going to start off with the lighter setting powder first. And I'm just going to set underneath my eyes. I'm going to set this here where I highlighted as well on my chin. And then I'm going to set on my forehead. And once I'm done doing that, then I'm going to go back in with the Lauder Mercier. I'm going to take my Lauder Mercier and I'm going to set the rest of my face. I don't usually contour for the summertime just because I'm not trying to add shadows to my face. If anything, it's the summertime. You want to look as much browns as possible. So I'm going to take some bronzer, and I really like the Benefit bronzer, and I'm taking this one in the shade Toasted, and I'm going to just put this in the areas of my face where I normally put to bronze. And now the color is coming back into my face, which is what I want. So because we added so much translucent powder, that's why it began to start looking cakey and ashy. But powder is going to be your best friend in this process, because in order to achieve such a long-lasting finish for the day, you're going to need to set your face so many times with powder. Just going to take some on my nose. And then I'm going to spray over my face with a matte setting mist, and I'm using the Morphe matte setting mist. And at this part, you can let it dry down on its own. Okay, so I went off camera and I finished my eye makeup and I did my brows, because we're just focused on base today. We're focused on sweat-proof facial makeup. You don't really sweat in your eyes and your eyebrows or on your lips, so it would have defeated the purpose just to save some time on the video. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like my video, give me a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next one.